Hey everybody, I think I may have found the cheapest 69 Corvette of all time. I was just scrolling through Facebook Marketplace about a half an hour ago, and I saw an ad that somebody had just recently posted selling a 69 Corvette for $3,500. Now, though the picture in the ad shows that the car is missing the wheels and the chrome bumpers, the guy says that he has all the parts to complete the car. That means this Corvette's worth about twice as much as the guy's asking price. The problem is, the car's located in Las Vegas, Nevada, and that is at least a 4-hour drive from here. Now, you know as well as I do that the odds of this car lasting on the market for over 4 hours, those odds are not good. In fact, that's a hell of a long shot. In fact, that's more like impossible. So why am I loading up my best wheels and heading to Sin City? Well, let me put it this way. If I don't go and I find out 4 hours from now that this car is still available, I'd be kicking myself in the ass for not trying. So I gotta go. This video is brought to you by Corvette Central, the leader in high quality Corvette parts and accessories, and my absolute go-to for all the parts I need to fix the world's roughest Corvettes, which is what I specialize in. I need these guys. There we go. All right. Okay, wheels loaded up, car dolly in tow, and I am on the road, all within an hour from when this Corvette ad was posted. I think that's a new personal best for me. Okay, so I made it to Barstow, which is about halfway to Vegas, and I've yet to get word that the Corvette is sold, which is positive. But I'm still gonna call the guy because I'm having a hard time believing that a 69 Corvette for under $4,000 is lasting over, what, 3 hours on the market? No. What is with this guy? This guy never answers the phone. I've never talked to him on the phone. We've only communicated through text. I've even called this guy while we're texting back and forth, and he didn't pick up the phone. I mean, not gonna lie, that kind of worries me a little bit. I mean, I'm hoping the guy just maybe doesn't speak English or has a speech impediment. I don't know, laryngitis. Oh, hey, okay, he's good with his texting. He already got back to me. We're good, car's available. Oh yeah, I wasn't worried. Not a problem, okay, we're good. Maybe this might work in my favor that this guy doesn't pick up the phone. I'm only 2 hours from Vegas, and I think my odds just went up because I don't think anybody knows that they need to text this guy. $3,309, $3,313. There it is. I'm here. Okay. I made it. I can't believe it, but I'm here, and the car's not sold. We're at 4 hours later. Okay, still can't believe this. 69 Corvette for under $4,000, still on the market after, what, 5 hours? I guess it's time for me to take this car off the market. Okay. I drove all the way to Vegas, and I think it was worth it. The body looks in great shape. It looks like it was at somebody's paint shop a while back. They painted it, never put it back together because there's no door handles or anything like it on it. The paint is faded pretty bad. I bet the paint on this car looked really good about 7 or 8 years ago, but this Vegas sun has really beat the crap out of it. But the more important thing is that the body is super straight. And these door gaps look perfect. That's the kind of thing that separates a nice car from the junkers. And another way to identify a peach from a turd is to look at the undercarriage. This is probably the nicest part of this car. Check out that frame. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. There is no scabby rust on this whatsoever. You could tell this car has spent its whole life in the desert. No salty beach air for this car. No northern salty slush from the road. No. This has always been a desert car. This frame looks about as good as it did when it came off the assembly line back in the day. If I wasn't already sold on this car, I sure am now. And then there's the interior. By far the roughest part of this car. The Desert Sun has fully baked this interior. These seats are baked extra crispy, as you can see. At least they're the original seats and they can be reupholstered. There's no carpet whatsoever, nothing left but the floor mats. The door panels are missing, although the owner says that he has the door panels. I just hope they're not as crispy as this top dash pad is. Whew, that's all cracked up. You know, I can't expect much. This is a project car. It's gonna need the typical interior kit, which is seat covers, door panels, and carpet. Yeah, it's also gonna need a top dash pad and a horn cap and a few other things. But the positive part of this interior is all the important stuff is here, like the speedo and tack and the original gauges and everything. I like the fact that it still has the original radio and the bezel isn't all cut up from some aftermarket radio or a bunch of aftermarket gauges. It looks all pretty original under here. And here's the data label showing this car was a 300 horsepower, 350 car. And check it out, it had 380 foot-pounds of torque. That's enough torque to smoke the tires off the line. Check out the options on this car, starting with this one here. Factory air conditioning. You know, less than a third of all the Corvettes built in '69 had factory AC. And power windows, gotta love the power windows. Tilt telescopic wheel, oh yeah. You know, only a quarter of the cars in '69 had power windows or tilt telescopic. And this one's got both. These options add a lot of value to this car. Now I'm curious to see if all the AC components are still under the hood. Okay, well, there's an engine in here. That's a plus. You know, no air cleaner. This is not the original distributor. It's missing the wiper door. There's a door here that's supposed to open up so the wipers can come out. It's missing the wipers, the door, the wiper motor, the actuator. Although the owner says that he has all this stuff, I just hope it's all complete. Either way, that would be just a bonus if he has that stuff too. The good thing is it has the air conditioning components, the box, the lines, the compressor. Oh, and the compressor's not even locked up. Still has the belt on it. Nice. I better go hunt down the owner and buy this car before he changes his mind. Hell yeah. I just made a deal for the car, and now I'm the proud new owner of a '69 Corvette. Now it is missing a few parts. Originally the guy said it was a complete car along with a set of rally wheels and door panels. Well, he didn't have those parts. However, he did give me a discount on the asking price. He sold me the car for $3,000. And that includes the chrome bumpers, all the trim, and that wiper door assembly. And let me tell you something, that is a lot of car for 3,000 bucks. So glad I brought these wheels with me. All right. Alex, you want to be on camera for 2 seconds? This is Alex, and this is his '69 Corvette. How long has this thing been in your backyard?
Around 6 years now.
6 years. And you said it actually looked pretty good when you brought it out here? It was kind of shiny?
Nice and shiny.
That Vegas sun is a little hard on the paint, isn't it?
Yep.
Alex let me have the old Corvette for $3 grand, right, Alex?
Right.
I appreciate that, and thank you very much. And you actually said it started up and everything, huh?
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can get this thing fired up when I get home and check out the motor. I don't know if it's the original motor or not. Is that your dog by any chance?
Yep.
Yeah. Alex
Doberman.
has a big dog here, so the Corvette's been safe here for quite a while. Okay, we got the rear wheels on. Time for the front ones. All right, I got 4 wheels on this car now. Oh, and it rolls. Gotta love that. That's a pretty big start. I got wheels on the car now. It rolls. It's only 180 degrees in the Vegas sun, and I'm trying to dodge all the landmines here because this dog is gigantic. And he's got the biggest turds over here, so I gotta be careful where I step. There we go. A little rough terrain over here. There we go, we got it. Now that I bought the car from you, you gotta tell me, how cheap did you get this car? Did you get it pretty cheap? I know you made money off it.
A little bit.
Yeah?
Just a little bit. I got it for 18.
18?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. So he made some money. Alex is making
just a little
some.
bit, just a little bit.
I can tell Alex is a wheeler dealer there. He bought the car for 18, sold it to me for 3 grand. He almost doubled his money.
It's worth more.
It is. See, a typical salesman, he keeps selling the car until I've left the property. So it is looking pretty good. This is a pretty nice car. Can't believe you got it for 1,800 bucks. That's pretty friggin' cheap. This thing's been dead in your backyard for too long. Now it's finally out. Wow, it sits pretty decent, doesn't it? That should do it. All right. Let me lock that in. Look at that, Alex gives me a good deal on the car, and I put him to work. Thanks, Alex, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, I came to Vegas and I took a gamble on a long shot, and it paid off. I can't believe it. My prize is on the tow dolly and a truck full of parts. Heck yeah, for 3 grand. Oh, I scored big. I'm going home a winner. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo, Vegas, baby. This might be this car's first wash in 8 or 9 years, maybe 10. I just love finding cool project cars. And I also love getting an awesome deal on it. And with this car, I don't even know how good of a deal I've actually got on it because I have yet to thoroughly examine all the good and the bad of this car. When I was buying this, I wasn't really concerned if this had an original engine or not because at $3 grand, I would have taken this car without an engine. So anything I find under here that's good is a major bonus. And now that I power sprayed all the grease off of everything, I can finally read the numbers on the engine. On the front right passenger side of the block, there's a pedestal that has a series of letters and numbers. The first sequence is the VIN number of the car that this engine was built for. And that number matches this VIN number over here, which tells me this is a matching numbers car. And that makes my deal on this car a whole lot better. Now that's assuming that this engine's good. For the past 6 or 7 years, this car has sat outside with no tarp, no car cover, and no air cleaner. Man, anything could have got inside this carburetor and down into the motor. It doesn't take much. Just a small nut or a washer or some water could get down inside this engine and totally destroy it. So I don't want to take any chances messing up a matching numbers engine. So before I start cranking this thing over, I'm going to remove the carburetor and the spark plugs and look inside this motor as best I can to make sure there's nothing in there that doesn't belong. And I also need to clean out the fuel system because, believe it or not, this car's been out in the elements with no fuel door and no gas cap, just a rag protecting the fuel tank. So obviously there's dirt and rust in there. So I just went ahead and ordered a new one from Corvette Central. And I also ordered a fuel sending unit and the correct fuel filter and fuel lines because what they have here is not what they came with from factory. And I'd like to get it back to original under this hood here. While I'm waiting on those parts, I'm gonna pop an air cleaner on here so I don't get anything down inside this engine. And I'm gonna explore the possibilities of making this car look just a little bit prettier. And I'm talking about the paint. On camera, it looks pretty good down the side, but man, the top panels of this car, they are roached out. The desert sun has tore these panels up. Look at that compared to the hood. This looks like an old burgundy, and this looks better, but still really rough. I'm gonna see if I can make this look about twice as good as it looks now. I mean, I can't get any worse than this. That is horrific. Let's see if we can make it look a little better. I'm gonna sand the ugly right off of this paint job. And when I'm done, hopefully there's enough clear left on here for me to polish it up and make it look real pretty. Now I noticed that this paint job has never been color sanded and polished before because it still has a little bit of orange peel and even some dust specks in it. And that's positive because that means that there's more material for me to work with here and a higher chance of me ending up with a nice finish. Now the key to success here is only taking off the bare minimum. You don't want to take off any more than you need to because you want to keep on as much clear over top of this base coat as possible. Because if you go through the clear, then you're going to see that base coat, and the base coat does not have a shine. That means it's going to be a dull spot here or even a discoloration, and you don't want that because that defeats the purpose. You might as well just left it like it was. Put on a little wax or something, you know? This is a fine dance between taking too much off and not enough off, and knowing how much is on here, because there could be only 2 coats of clear on here. Hopefully there's like 4 or 5 coats of clear over top of this base coat, and I've got a ton of material to work with. But you never know until you get down to the nitty-gritty here and start sanding and polishing. Well, I've sanded about 95% of the flaws out of the paint. Let's see if there's any clear left on this. POR 15 sent me this one-step compound and polish. Let's see how good this works. One step says it removes 2,000 grit scratches. Well, I'm putting it to the test. Wow, that looks amazing. And I could tell I didn't go through the clear coat because there's no red on my pad. It looks amazing already, but I'm gonna take it to another level. I'm going with the foam pad. Wow. Wow. Oh, and it looks even better with the stainless steel trim on here. Man, look at how good that looks. Wow, did that ever come out nice. Look at that. Woo, man. Look at the comparison there. Wow. Now that the top layer of hazy clear is polished off, you can see the true color of this paint. It's hard to tell on camera, but this is a deep candy apple red metallic, and let me tell you something, it is impressive. What a beautiful color. I'm envisioning what this is gonna look like once I sand and polish the rest of the paint, then put the chrome bumpers on and all the trim. If this paint polishes up and looks half as good as this top, and this engine fires up and doesn't need a complete rebuild, that'd make this $3,000 investment one hell of a deal. Hey, and let me know in the comments what you think of the car so far. It's got some potential, right? Oh yeah. Hey, and if you're thinking about coming back and finding out how I made out, hit the subscribe and bell notification so you can get back here and find out if that hood buffs up nice and this engine fires up. And hey, I'll see you next video.